Hey, Mr. Dave here. Check it out. Okay, we got the left side of our grotto structure dialed in pretty good, and got the steel in. Remember, we talked about getting sort of a backbone or an angle point where the structure is going to be changing planes. We've got one here and here. We're starting to get one that'll go this way. I'm going to put one up here that'll cut across and have a pitch, probably at about this point up here, because I did a sketch and I wanted to kind of tie in with the sketch pretty good. So that moves over. But we started off again, remember, with that single piece of rebar that just sort of established it, and I put a bend in it right about here, and that started the process. And you continue to work your way in. But I needed to get another angle, remember, talking about angles. So I put a bend over here to the right of this one, to the right, to the right. So that gave us an angle here that we're working with. So they come around, and then I wrap them around and I bring them in here, and this again is going to be fully encased in concrete, and so all these pieces wrap around in here. Again, this whole structure is going to have 6 inches of concrete or so sprayed on shotcrete. Some of these bottom pieces I could actually bend around and then go across and create an additional bench that's at that height as well. We've also talked about raising up the floor here a little bit, so I want to keep going with this grotto construction process, and I think I might make a course out of it, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to be taking some of this content and putting it together in some fashion. But I also want to point something out to you guys out there. I do these videos, and at the end of them I say, remember to be thankful and forgiving. I just want to tell you, at the beginning of these videos that I made, started making them 7 years ago, you know, life's been pretty hard at times. I know it is for all of us, but putting it out there and sharing it with you know, others, this idea of being thankful and great, and being thankful and forgiving, gratitude, thankfulness, and forgiveness, as it were, has been something that sort of seemed like an obvious, logical thing that we should try to think about. But I got to tell you that putting it out there and suggesting it to you guys has really kind of made me have to remember that myself. And so it kind of gets back to some of the act as if principles that we hear from some of the motivational speakers, Zig Ziglar and stuff. Even if you're having a bad day, if you act happy and if you act enthusiastic, and you just push out that spirit around you, you're going to have a positive impact on others and yourself. And a lot of times your mood follows your outward expressions. So pretty crazy stuff, pretty cool stuff. We have the power to change our situation if we take control of our thoughts. The Bible talks about taking our thoughts captive. So if that thought is not serving you or your family or your career or your business or you personally, if that thought isn't helping you, if it's self-criticizing, if it's complaining, whining, again, getting away from gratitude, holding on to anger and bitterness, that kind of stuff is sort of a poison. It's been said that if we're angry at someone else and we're bitter, we're taking poison hoping it'll kill them or harm them when it's just hurting us. So anyways, interesting thing I've observed here, was also just listening to Dennis Prager, who has a happiness hour. He even wrote a book called Happiness is a Serious Problem, I think it is. And he just explained it in one of the lectures he was given that I was watching at lunch. So yeah, check it out. Dennis Prager talks a lot about it. He's been talking about it for many, many years. And he has a happiness hour on his show. I think it's on Fridays and stuff. But anyways, yeah, we can make our lives better, and in spite of what's happened to us. And some of you guys know how much misery I've gone through with kidney transplants, and I got a virus with the last kidney I got that's called CMV, and currently have multiple blood clots in my right leg. At any time, those things could break free and go to my lungs or my brain and give me a stroke, or worse, my heart, you know, and so I could be over any minute. So, you know, we're kind of walking down this road of life, and at any time things can change. So I just thought I'd put this out there, you know, along with you know, I'm going to be working on some kind of a grotto course or something here I'm going to put together, I think. But anyways, really try and tell yourself to be happy. It affects everybody around us, even if you're not feeling so hot. See if you can act as if, as they say, And Dennis says it's a moral obligation to be happy. We have a moral obligation, and it's true. We really impact our family and our friends. You know, I'm a dad, and if I'm unhappy and moody, it's just very, very hard on the family. And it's the same for all of us. So no matter what your circumstances, see if you can kind of push your thoughts out that aren't helping you and bring in the ones that are: gratitude, forgiveness, and make yourself better, and then the world will be better. And so anyways, just thought I'd flush out this whole idea of how we're talking to ourselves and how we're thinking. Makes a difference. So be thankful and be forgiving. As I say, make a better place, make a better life for yourself and your family and your friends and everybody else, and you'll go farther in life. There's no question. People like to be around happy people generally. They don't want to be around people that are depressed and moody. I mean, I've tried that and people don't like it. So even if life's hard, you try and push those thoughts out that aren't helping you. But there's a time for grieving and stuff when life just blows up in your face. I'm not saying we don't go through that stuff, but we want to try and get back and see what we have, not what we don't have. So anyways, there you go. Little bit of thoughts from Mr. Dave on the rock pile. So until we see you again, God bless you guys, and you can check out the links to my websites and all that stuff for more content if you want to check it out. All right, so have a great day, you guys, no matter what I like to say. And until we see you again, have a good one. Bye-bye.